Best Star Trek TNG episode from each of the show's 7 seasons. Star Trek The Next Generation produced some truly amazing episodes throughout its 7 seasons, but what is the best episode from each season? For 178 episodes, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart, led the USS Enterprise D in its quest to seek out new life and new civilizations. Despite a rocky first season due to a chaotic writer's room, TNG soon became just as iconic as its predecessor, Star Trek, the original series. Not only did the show capture the magic of Star Trek, but it also introduced an entire new era of fans to the franchise. Star Trek The Next Generation's 7 seasons contain epic highs and some real lows, but even the worst TNG episodes still meant spending time with the wonderful characters. From the Starfleet Klingon LT Worf, Michael Dorn, to the android LT Commander Data, Brent Spiner, to the empathic counselor Deanna Troi, Marina Sirtis, it was the characters of TNG that made the show a success. While TNG told mostly standalone stories throughout its run, later seasons began to incorporate more character development and told more character-focused stories. Every season of TNG had its ups and downs, but the show produced some of Star Trek's best stories. Not only does TNG Season 1's The Big Goodbye hold the distinction of being the first Star Trek holodeck episode, but it also offers a glimpse into the character of Captain Picard. Until this point, Picard has only ever been the captain, but The Big Goodbye shows how Jean-Luc likes to spend his free time. As Picard, Dr. Beverly Crusher, Gates McFadden, and LT Commander Data embrace their inner hard-boiled detectives. A fun adventure on the holodeck quickly turns deadly. The Big Goodbye may not be perfect, but everyone looks great in their period costumes, and the whole episode is simply a joy to watch. Star Trek has always sought to explore the question of what it means to be human, and the franchise, at its heart, has always been a celebration of compassion for all kinds. TNG Season 2's The Measure of a Man exemplifies everything that Star Trek stands for, as Data's very right to exist is put on trial. It is clear to anyone who has watched TNG that Data represents the best of humanity, making it grating every time the visiting Dr. Bruce Maddox, Brian Brophy, refers to the android as an it. The Measure of a Man tells an incredibly powerful story that centers around Data, but also gives Captain Picard and Commander William Riker, or Jonathan Frakes, a chance to shine.